I bet this has happened to you. A friend makes an offhanded remark at brunch, your boyfriend forgets to pick up the dog at the groomers, and suddenly your rage is hotter than an episode of heated rivalry. You're flying off the handle, all the while thinking, this shouldn't feel so big. There's a reason for this. Aloha, I'm Malu, a yoga teacher of 20 years working with gay men. Before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss content like this. Let's begin with something that may completely change the way you understand your emotional reaction. Sometimes you are not reacting to the present moment at all. Sometimes the present moment is simply activating an old wound. And this is one of the biggest reasons reactions can feel so intense, overwhelming, confusing, and disproportionate to the moment. Because what's happening in the body is not always this situation is unbearable. Sometimes it's this situation is too emotionally similar to something from my past. Now, we'd never say these words to ourselves because most of us aren't even conscious of what's going on. But this is why a guy pulling away may not just feel disappointing, it may activate an old feeling of I am unwanted. Criticism from your boss may not just feel uncomfortable, it may activate the old feeling of I'm not good enough. Someone rejecting you may not just feel annoying. It may awaken the same emotional pain that taught you I am unlovable. And suddenly you react with enormous intensity. What you're experiencing is an emotional flashback, a term coined by therapist Pete Walker, who literally wrote the book on complex PTSD, which is essentially trauma that's not one big event, but hundreds, thousands of tiny ones. Unlike traditional flashbacks, emotional flashbacks are not visual memories. They're somatic memories, literally memories that are experienced in the body. That's why shame that comes on as heat in your face or the desire to storm out of the bar when your date makes an offhanded remark, that's the flashback. And in the moment, your nervous system stops responding only to the present. It responds as though the old danger is happening all over again. That's why these reactions can feel so confusing. Part of you knows this shouldn't feel so big, but another part of you feels emotionally consumed by it. Because emotional flashbacks happen in the nervous system, not in the brain or the intellect. This is especially important for gay men to understand because growing up gay often meant living in chronic emotional unsafety. And those experiences are often frozen into the body. Later in adulthood, seemingly small moments can reactivate these old feelings and bring them back to the surface. That's why somatic work is one way to start to heal the reactions that are frozen away in the nervous system. We can begin to work out the issues in our tissues in such a way that they no longer hold much power over us. It's not easy and it doesn't happen overnight, but through consistent day-by-day practice, we can begin to rewire this programming. So I want to offer you two things. First, head on over to my video Breathwork to Calm the F Down right after this one. I'm going to teach you a simple yet wildly effective technique that will begin to rewire the nervous system. We'll lean into longer exhales, which is going to stimulate both the parasympathetic calming response and help to heal the vagus nerve, which acts as your emotional regulation highway. Now, you cannot understand all this information intellectually. You need to start to put it into practice, and you need to do this consistently over and over day by day. That's where my second offer comes in. In the description below, you can find my free mini course, Calm Like a Mutha, which is going to give you all the tools you need to put this material into practice in as little as 7 minutes a day. You'll get my signature fears and resentment writing practice, which is designed to target the two main mental frequencies that color our negative emotions. Second, you'll get a breathing practice designed to calm the nervous system and build emotional stability. Third, you'll get the exact meditation that I use every single day, no joke. If you're ready to start feeling calm, clear, and in control, the link is in the description. So if this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if you want more tools around emotional regulation, yoga, breath work, and healing your emotional reactivity as a gay man, subscribe to the channel. I'm really glad you're here. Until next time, aloha.